Summer is in full swing and man is it getting hot. Record-breaking heat waves are occurring all over the globe and it's affecting everyone, young and old. If your body isn't prepared, heat waves can be fatal. That's why today we're going to talk about how to properly prepare for a heat wave. Should I keep my room cool? How much water should I drink? What clothing should I put on? We're talking about all of that and more, so stay tuned. Clothing is key. When preparing for a heat wave, you need to make sure you're wearing the right clothes. This includes comfortable pants and a comfortable shirt. By the way, before we go any further, I think it's important to discuss what exactly a heat wave is. Newsflash, it's not just a really hot day. A heat wave is a name given to a long period of abnormally hot weather. They can happen either with or without humidity and can cover large areas at one time. Heat waves can last anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks. The longest heat wave ever recorded was way back in 1930. It lasted 23 days, 10 of which we saw temperatures rise over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. When it comes to heat waves, it's advised that you wear as little clothing as possible while inside and as much clothing as possible outside. This way, you have a better chance of avoiding permanent skin damage. Think about it. The sun is going to be beaming down on you. You want to be able to protect yourself from it. Now, this doesn't mean you go outdoors with a thick, long-sleeve shirt and jeans. You're gonna roast. You'll want to wear loose-fitting fabric that's easy to move around in. Loose fabric is also important for air circulation. These are things like cotton, silk, or linen. Light colors are also really important. This will reflect both light and heat. You need to try and avoid dark-colored fabrics at all costs. I don't care how comfortable you feel in a black t-shirt. You're going to feel differently once you're outdoors melting under the sun. Are you a hat person? Good. You'll get to take advantage of this opportunity. During a heat wave, you need to be wearing a hat outdoors. Make sure your hat is well vented with a wide brim. Not only will this hide your head from the sun, but also your face and neck. You could also use sunglasses. A lot of people these days see sunglasses as nothing more than a fashion statement. Like it's something worn by people trying to act all bougie. Well, I'm here to say that it couldn't be further from the truth. Sunglasses are important for the safety of your eyes. It's the reason we invented them in the first place. The more you wear sunglasses outdoor, the more protection your eyes have from UV rays. And if you're thinking UV light from the sun can only affect you on sunny days, think again. This light can hurt you on cloudy days as well. These harmful rays won't just burn you, they also cause macular degeneration. This is a disease that hurts your vision, eventually causing blindness. Wearing sunglasses will also reduce the intensity of migraines. All that bright light your eyes are taking in will affect your brain, causing really bad pain. On top of sunglasses and clothes, there's another thing you need to have at all times. This is a big one. I'm talking, of course, about sunscreen. Keep this in mind anytime you're about to go outside. You need to be wearing sunscreen. It carries so many benefits outside of just preventing sunburns. It actually helps with the overall health of your skin. Wearing sunscreen will slow down your skin's aging process. It also decreases your chances of skin cancer down the road. Now, when it comes to choosing the right type of sunscreen, things get a little tricky. You need to pay attention to something called SPF, or sun protection factor. This is a unit of measurement for how well the sunscreen protects your skin from harmful rays. If you're having trouble choosing the SPF, think about the amount of time you'll be spending outside. If you're unsure of how long you'll be outdoors, just make it a general rule to wear products with a minimum SPF of 30. As for the best SPF, well, it's important to note that no amount of sunscreen guarantees protection. But studies have shown that sunscreen with SPF 100 works better than SPF 50 or lower. Outside of clothing, sunglasses, and sunscreen, there are a few other things you need to remember. Don't forget to drink lots of water. Whether you're inside or outside, staying hydrated is key. While you should be drinking water every day, doing it during a heat wave is especially important. You're more likely to become dehydrated when it's hot out. When it comes to H2O, experts usually recommend you follow the 8x8 rule. This is when you drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water per day. During a heat wave, you should be having 8 glasses of water minimum. It's not just water you should be drinking in a heat wave. There are also foods that should be eaten that contain high levels of water. These will also keep you hydrated. Foods with high water content include things like celery, apples, tomatoes, cucumbers, and peaches. Who doesn't love a slice of watermelon on a scorching hot summer day? Outside of food and water, you can also have a little beer. Now, I'm not encouraging you to take up drinking or anything, but if you're looking to relax and crack open a cold one, it's not going to hurt. Beer has a high level of water. It can even carry a reasonable amount of electrolytes. If you're drinking one beer along with lots of water, you should remain hydrated. Beer or no beer, you'll still be drinking plenty of water during a heat wave. Every time you think about pouring yourself a glass, don't hesitate. Your body will thank you in the long run. It's not just your body that benefits from H2O during extreme heat. Your plants could also use a drink. Anybody who's an avid gardener will tell you that a heat wave can be devastating. That is, if you're not giving your plants the right amount of H2O. Like us, plants get extra thirsty when it's hot out. The extreme level of heat makes it harder for plants to absorb water from their roots, which is why you have to water them extra hard. There's a certain watering method you should use when watering your plants. It's usually recommended that you set up your sprinkler and let it soak your plants for up to an hour. If you don't have a sprinkler, it's best to take your garden hose and water them by hand. The time of day you water your plants also matters. It's best to start early morning before 9 a.m. As the temperature increases throughout the morning, the water may evaporate, leaving less chance of the plants to absorb it. The earlier you water the plants, the more time they have to soak it all up. Now that we have the fluid intake out of the way, it's time to focus on another important point. Make sure your temperature is right. Is that thermostat on your wall getting lonely? Well, it may finally be time to adjust it. During a heat wave, you want your home to be as cool as it possibly can be. This way, you can relax, not having to worry about suffocating. If you're not interested in working your thermostat, the least you can do is close your curtains and block the sun from coming in. The sun will warm up the air in your room. Now, a lot of people don't have air conditioning in their homes. This is a huge problem in the summer season. It feels like you're burning up in your own personal hotbox. If this is your situation, your next best option would be to get a fan. A fan placed in the middle of your room can work wonders against the heat. If you want to add an extra brush of cool, you can place a container of ice cubes in front of the fan. This way, the fan will blow over the ice, lowering the temperature even more. If you'd like, you can take a bowl of ice water and dip your feet into it. This will help your blood circulation cool down. This doesn't stop when the sun goes down. During a heat wave, it can remain hot even at night. If you're uncomfortable sleeping in your room, you might want to move your mattress to a cooler part of your house. If you can't do that, try sleeping on your sofa with a fan nearby. Heat waves can be scary, and even when there's no heat wave, you still have to watch the temperature outside. Care to learn more? Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more health-related videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Check out 8 health benefits of drinking water. Or how about 8 foods that aren't as healthy as you think? Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both and learn more about how to increase your health. What's the longest heat wave you've ever gone through? Let us know in the comments below.